Heather Moon Sanctuary here. And if you found this message today, I need you to know that it was not random. So these cards came out for the collective with a message that Spirit clearly needed to get to somebody specific. Just doing a little space energy clearing with essential oils, using lavender and peppermint just to clear the energy. If you didn't know, you can clear energy with essential oils too. It doesn't just have to be, incense or Palo Santo or sage. You can use different ways of clearing the air. So, of course, my food's done. Hold on. Hey guys. It's Heather Moon from Heather Moon Sanctuary. This is Ariel Bell. She's just sleeping, kind of half asleep. Hi. So we're just gonna do a little reading here. Hopefully, let's see how far we get. I do have notes on this again. So let's get these cards laid out again. And we'll get this going. I've tried to do this reading many times. That's why the cards are all like this. Like I pulled them and then I had to put them away. I mean, you know how it is. Got a newborn. Cat's heavy. So, anyways. So, yeah, I almost didn't post this reading. I just pulled these cards and laid them out and just sat there because the message that came through was so specific and so pointed that I thought, is this too much? Is this too real? And the Superstar card was literally sitting right there looking at me like, girl, post a reading. So here we are. And again, I'm Heather from Heather Moon Sanctuary. This is my baby, Ariel Bell. She just turned 9 weeks old this past Wednesday. But Mama is brutally honest and knowingly optimistic. And today we're working with the 2 decks that apparently had a meeting before I even sat down because they showed up saying the exact same thing. The Romance Dolls Oracle deck and the Archangel Michael deck by Doreen Virtue. And then, when 2 completely different decks confirm the same message, you don't ignore that. You post the reading and you trust that whoever needs to hear it will find it. So if you found this video today, welcome. Pull up a chair. This one was always going to find you. So let's get into it. So, first I need to tell you about the character in today's reading before I even touch these cards. Because Spirit didn't pull a general message today. Spirit pulled a whole story. And the main character of that story, she's somebody specific. She has a gift, a real one. Something she was sent here to do, creative, spiritual, something meant to be seen. And she has spent years, maybe lifetimes, standing right at the edge of it. Almost stepping in, almost saying yes, almost letting herself be seen. And then retreating every single time. And I know the character is sitting in this collective right now. It's also me. You know, like a lot of readers, our readings often reflect what's going on with us as well as things that we all resonate with together in the collective. But if you felt something shift when I was saying all that, congratulations, you just confirmed that you're her as well. Or him. There's no gender in tarot, but you know, we've got the romance dolls, aka Barbie deck, and it's all her. But we've got Archangel Michael as our masculine energy, and the romancer, the feminine. So the cards today are here to tell you something you already know, but hasn't fully let yourself believe yet. So let's go. The first card is Superstar. Fame, attention, public recognition, spotlight. Our first, before I say anything, I want you to look at her. She is commanding the entire stage. Lights on her, crowd watching, completely in her element. She's not shrinking. She's not apologizing. She's not waiting for someone to tell her she's allowed to be there. She just is. So this card is saying that there is a public role coming for you. Something that puts your work, your voice, your gifts out into the world where people can actually receive them. Music, it could be music, writing, content creation, spiritual work, art, whatever it is. It has your name on it though, and it has always had your name on it. And here's what I want to say as someone who recently came back to this work after months away with a newborn, a new city, a new chapter. Showing up anyway is the whole thing. You don't have to be ready. You just have to show up. Oh, are you trying to poopy or pee-pee? Gassy. Oh, interruption. Baby struggling. Oh, what a baby. Oh, let's go up here. Oh, no. Okay, we're gonna pause. Real life. Let's go back. So Archangel Michael walks right in here saying, have confidence. And his prayer says, help me have confidence. Help me realize I'm the one that is divine. Wisdom, strength, love, creativity, abundance, and health allow me to feel confident and peaceful about myself in all ways. That is not a suggestion, that is a reminder. The spotlight is not something you earn, it's something you claim. And then we have haunted. Deep regret, suffering, sleepless nights, stress. Now here's where the story gets real, because right next to Superstar we have Haunted. And I love this card so much because look at her. She is stunning. She is an absolute baddie. And she is standing in a graveyard surrounded by skulls with her chest out like she owns the place. Right? The skeletons are not in her closet. They're out, all of them, on full display. This card is about the fear of failure that has been haunting our main character. Maybe she tried before and it didn't land. Maybe she put something out into the world and it got ignored, or worse, criticized. Maybe she carries the weight of every attempt that didn't go the way she planned. And remember, when I'm saying she, it's he, or you could just say you. But I'm going to be real with you. I know this energy personally as well. Showing up on camera with a newborn in a bassinet or nursing, a messy background, reading off notes. I'm not embarrassed to admit I have right now. That's doing it scared. That's doing it anyways. The sleepless nights, not weakness. Evidence that this calling matters to you. You don't lose sleep over things that don't matter. And above haunted, we have Archangel Michael. It says, trust your inner guidance is real. Your inner guidance is real and trustworthy. That thing that keeps pulling you back to this calling, even after it's hurt you, that's not ego, that's your soul doing its job. Trust it. It says, please help me clearly hear, see, feel, and know the divine guidance that I have asked and prayed for. Allow me to keep my ego out of the way so your wisdom can come streaming through me for my own benefit and for those around me. Amen. Next we have prep period. Getting ready, adapting, putting in the work. Right at the center of the spread. And I love that it landed in the center because it is the center of everything. It's prep period. She's in the kitchen, not on the stage. She's learning, practicing, getting her reps in. And I need to say something about the prep period because I know it can feel like the waiting room. Like you're somehow behind, like everyone else has already figured it out and you're still back here stirring the pot. But here's what I know about prep periods. Oh, excuse me. They are not punishment. They are just construction. Every skill you're building, every healing you're doing, every piece of work you're creating right now, that is the foundation. So the spotlight can't land on something that doesn't exist yet, right? And then the web weaver, over here, you can't see it yet. The web weaver underneath superstar is amplifying this. Network, productivity, all connected, creation. You're building the web right now. Every connection, every video, every conversation is a thread. Shit. The audience arrives after the web exists. Keep weaving. And then Archangel Michael confirms, believe and trust. His prayer, please enter my dreams and replace fear with faith and trust. Let me be filled with strength, courage, and confidence. The prep period is an act of faith. Keep going. Right. And then we have past life. Telepathic love, deja vu, past love, soul mission. Our fourth card is past life, and this is where the story of our main character goes from interesting to epic. Look at her. Because this card is saying she's been called towards blah, blah, blah. Because this card is saying what she's been called toward is not new. This is not a random interest. This is a soul mission with roots across multiple timelines. Creative work, spiritual work, something her soul has been practicing, building, and returning to across chapters of existence that she can't even fully remember yet. The deja vu feeling she gets about the path, it's real. The sense that she's supposed to be doing this even though she's never quite done it in this lifetime, that's a soul memory. her own record of who she has been, whispering to her about who she is meant to become. And then under past life sits opposites. Incompatible, clashing at odds. It's a cute little kitties, Barbie kitties. Her current path and her past choices have been at war with the soul mission. The belief she inherited, the version of herself she's been performing, none of it was built for the frequency she actually carries. That conflict she's been feeling, not confusion. It's her soul mission breaking surface after being held underwater. And Archangel Michael confirms the situation is already resolved. The verdict is already in. Her soul mission wins. It always was going to. The prayer says, I give any worries, cares, and concerns to you in exchange for true peace in all ways. Thank you for resolving this situation in a divinely perfect way. Next we have change, shift, expansion, cycles, development, transition. The final card in the top row, or it looks like the middle row, but this is the top row, this is the bottom clarifying row, and then we pulled our angel cards as further clarification, confirmation. So we've got butterflies, roses in full bloom. She is standing in her own becoming, and she looks like she belongs there. This is not a maybe card. This is not a hopefully card. This is a win card. When she does the shadow work, when she completes the prep period, when she upgrades the belief system that has been running on someone else's programming, when she stops fighting her own calling, the change lands. The transformation completes. And I want to say something about butterflies because I think about this a lot. A caterpillar in a cocoon doesn't know it's becoming a butterfly. From the inside, it just feels like everything is dissolving. Like nothing is working, like it's falling apart. That dissolving is the point. You can't become something new without releasing what you were. And then Archangel Michael's final word, let go of fear now. Help me feel safe and deserving of your guidance. Safe and deserving, you are both. Thank you for clearing me of heavy, toxic, or ego-based thoughts and feelings. The fear that told you otherwise was running a very old program that was never yours to begin with. Then we have the deeper layer. Repairs under haunted. This is the shadow work section, and I want you to be real about what shadow work actually is, because I think it gets spiritualized into something abstract when it's actually just doing the hard thing. Like it says here on the card, mending, improvement, rebuilding, adjusting. So the hard thing, feeling the feeling you've been avoiding. Having the conversation you've been putting off. Sitting with the version of yourself you'd rather not look at. And this is where true alchemy is. Not a mystical concept, not reserved for the spiritually advanced. Alchemy is taking the regret, the suffering, the sleepless nights, the haunted energy, and transforming it into the raw material for your greatest work. The skeletons in the graveyard don't disappear. they become the foundation stones of something new. And that is the process. And it is available to you right now, exactly as you are. Then we have culture under prep period. Okay, let's see if we can finish this now. We got the baby fed. Hopefully she had enough. We'll see. And hubby went to pick up a Walmart order. And now, we'll see if we can finish this. And I still have smoothie to finish. This is real. This is real life. Anyways, we were at culture under the prep period. It says cultural differences, traditions, beliefs, values. She's a beautiful South American looking dress, perhaps, or Polynesian maybe. Not sure. Anyways, so culture under prep period. Sometimes the most important prep work is upgrading what you believe about yourself. The cultural program you absorb about who gets to be in the spotlight, whose work counts, who deserves to be seen. Some of that was never true. It was just loud. And you cannot build a new chapter on a belief system that was written for someone else's story. That's part of the prep period. The internal renovation. It has to happen. And then we have one-sided part of this reading. Breadcrumbing. Unfair. Unrequited love. Unequal. This card sits under change. And before you assume this is about another person, I need you to hear this interpretation because it's the one that stopped me when it came through. So you have been one-sided with yourself. Let that land for a second. Okay, breadcrumbing, unfair, unrequited love, unequal. This is what you've been doing to yourself. That is the relationship that you have been having with yourself, giving yourself the bare minimum, loving yourself conditionally, only when you perform well enough, or produce enough, or shine brightly enough. Treating yourself as less deserving than literally anyone else you pour into. So you wouldn't breadcrumb your best friend. You would not withhold encouragement from your partner because they haven't achieved enough yet. You would not tell your child that they need to prove themselves before they deserve your love. Huh, Ariel? That's right. You deserve all the love right now. But you have been doing every single one of those things to yourself. Yeah. She just raised an eyebrow like, that's not good. And here's what I want to say as someone who is in the thick of a major life transition now, new baby, new city, trying to build something real while running on not enough sleep. Love has to come first. Not after the success, not once the platform is built, now, in the middle, in the messy middle. In the messy middle, with the messy kitchen. And a baby, waiting for mommy to be done with her video. You cannot shine your way into self-love. You have to love your way into shine. Change sits on top of one-sided for a reason. The real transformation, the one that lasts, begins the moment you decide to treat yourself the way you would treat the person most sacred to you. And then Archangel Michael says, bless you. God bless you. God bless you. Archangel Michael says, let go of fear now. Please help me feel safe and deserving of your guidance. Thank you for clearing me of heavy, toxic, and ego-based thoughts or feelings. Safe and deserving, both, always. So the reason I almost didn't post this reading is the same reason I almost don't do the thing, you almost don't do the thing you're being called to do. As well as like logistical interruptions in my real life as a new mom. The other reason, because it's real. Because it matters. Because putting something real into the world means it can actually be received, and that is terrifying when playing small never is. It's easier to hide than be put center stage where you're at risk for criticism and rejection. But you are a starseed on a soul mission, a light being who has been doing the work in secret, slaying the demons, cutting the cords, and showing up anyways. And you are closer than you think, especially when it doesn't feel like it. You don't look like what you've been through, and that's not luck. That's who you are. So drop superstar in the comments today. If the cards found you, I read every single comment. Look at her. Hi, Ariel. Hi. Can you give a big smile for the camera? Hi. Hello. Ooh, coo-coo-doo. That's all right. And if you're new here, welcome home. Subscribe and come back, please. I'm Heather from Heather Moon Sanctuary, and this is Ariel Bell. And remember, the cape fits. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. God bless you.